Explain to me.
There was a gentleman who it was actually the very first world famous hacker. It was a gentleman by the name of Kevin Mitnick, and he was
Oh,
actually
yes, Kevin Mitnick, the famous.
uh, the famous Kevin Mitnick. He has a quote that I think is just as relevant today as it was when he said it first back in the 80s and 90s, and that is the weakest link in any security chain will always be the human element.
Mhm.
I can put as many. I mean, let's just take a look. I mean, you say that you've spent your career in corporate America. If I had to give you $1 for every time you had to go through like a phishing campaign training, how much money would I be giving you?
A lot, because I've been taking fishing training for all my life.
But yet we still see people falling victim to phishing scams. So at the end of the day, I can put as many protections as I want in front of people, but if they still click on the link, there's nothing that my protections are going to do for the most part. So we do have to start looking at the human being as the ultimate target, and not just for cybersecurity. I mean, one of the things that I'm a huge fan of Wynn's book, and a lot. I'm actually part of his group, the Cognitive Security Institute, because I
That's
believe
right. He talked about the Cognitive Security
100%
Institute. Yep.
believe 100% in what he's trying to get people to realize, and that is we are the ultimate target. If you look at the way computer hacking and cybersecurity has went for the last, however many years it's been in its existence, it's always been focused around the data and the machines.
Hmm.
But right now, especially today in 2026, the thing that people don't realize, it's not so much your data that we're looking for anymore. It's you as an individual. And, let's look at social media for just a moment. That we are giving up so much of our personally identifiable information and our personally identifiable behaviors that there are literally models of each one of us out there that are being made by corporations for the sole purposes of trying to influence consumerism and bias. So the truth is, as we move forward into this new next generation of technology, we are the product. And in order to actually make the one thing that I don't know if Wynn brought up, which is a topic that I speak of quite a bit, which is individual, data sovereignty and identity sovereignty. We are, this is a true case study that I did. I have 3 children, ranging anywhere. My oldest is in her mid 30s. The middle child is in her late 20s, and my youngest is about 25. And I took my youngest daughter, and I actually went back through her Facebook feed all the way back to the beginning. And I just started looking for what would be the answers to the self-service recovery questions when we set up a new account somewhere. I found the address and the street that we were in when she was growing up. So there's your household address. There was a picture or a post when my father and my mother-in-law passed away. There's the mother's maiden name. There's a picture of her graduating from elementary school, middle school, high school, first car, college. Every single thing that we the older generations looked at to be able to be used as a unique identifier for us has now been broadcast to the world. And once it's out there, it's no longer viable. But yet we still, when you sign up for those accounts, it's the same questions. So one of the things that, in conjunction with what Wynn's doing, which I think is great, I'm talking about what do we have that we can still use as a unique identifier for personalization and security purposes, with a generation that has already decided that privacy is no longer valid.